live. Wait, let me check out my site. Well, for some reason, I think Chiwai was telling me the stream on Facebook seems to be a bit pixelated, as in like, okay, but it looks okay on my end. Maybe I think last week we had some issue with the connection, as in maybe we don't have that good connection that sometimes we will have some issues like, something will get pixelated and all that. But well, I can see from my side, it looks okay to me. So I think we're just going to roll on this one. Okay, now welcome to the 59th episode of Ask Me Anything Sunday session. Well, what we do in the past almost 60 weeks, in fact, is I go live every Sunday night to answer your Facebook ads and digital marketing related questions. In 2022, I really wanted to expand my universe a little bit because, okay, now a lot of you actually know me because of Facebook advertising. I position myself as as a specialist in Facebook advertising for the past many years. In fact, I started doing this in 2009. And over the past 12 to 13 years, right, that's one of my very main focus. However, as a digital marketer, we actually have a lot of, in a way, we need to actually equip ourselves with a lot of different kind of like skills. Okay, so basically, that's what we are kind of like coming together. I'm going to put together a lot more different things in 2022 to share with you different aspects of Facebook advertising. Like one of the things that we just launched, in fact, about 2 days ago, was this thing. I'm actually running this Google Ads Masterclass, not by me, but by my good friend Ian. Okay, so if Google advertising is your thing, then you will have to pay attention to this one. But I will talk more about this thing. But if you want to sign up right now, you can actually go to this tripupacademy.com/Google-Ads-Masterclass. Of course, I'm going to put into the description if you're watching this on YouTube. But however, that's one of the things that we're going to roll out together with either it's with different experts like Ian, or I would be doing some different so-called specific programs coming up. Like for example, one of the things that in the pipeline would be YouTube. Okay, you see, I mean, a lot of you actually found me through YouTube, or rather, you search for Facebook advertising related stuff, and Google shows you Jason Gunn seems to be somebody that you can trust. That you came over and you kind of like we kind of got connected, and that's how everything started. Right? YouTube has been one of my main revenue driver for the past 1 year plus. And I don't have a lot of followers or subscribers on my YouTube channel, or rather, if you go and check out my YouTube channel, right, I would say vast majority of my 600 over videos have very little views. Some even have less than 50 views, even being posted for months. However, it's not about the views that matters. It is about the revenue that it brought me that matter. So in fact, in the past 1-2 years now, I think the YouTube channel generated me multiple six-figure in revenue, in US dollar, of course, and it's really powerful. I wanted to break down the whole process of how I built my YouTube channel, especially if you are a coach, or if you are an expert, and if you specialize in something, and you want to leverage on YouTube, which is owned by Google and the second largest so-called search engine. You want to pay attention to my future program that I'm actually planning to launch this in February if everything goes well. Okay, there will be some announcement via email and all that. So if you are not yet subscribed to my whatever mailing list, right, I would strongly recommend that you start with this link. Okay, you should go over to tripupacademy.com/live to sign up to any one of my. So far, we are actually having 2 programs running periodically, and sign up to some specific live trainings and workshops that we are conducting at the moment, and you'll be part of my mailing list, and you'll be receiving information about my latest programs in your inbox. Okay, so this is the link that you can go over. Now let me take a look at over here. We have what's up, ST. The Digital Run channel is a channel that you can actually pay attention to if you guys are from aesthetic business, if you specialize in skincare or something related, right? The Digital Run has a very specific niche content catered for you if you want to level up your business, if you want to actually, like digitalize your beauty and aesthetic business in a very meaningful way with a properly guided roadmap and all that. Well, the Digital Run channel is a channel that you have to pay attention to and get connected with them. You'll get some very good guidance from them. Okay, what's up, ST? Thanks for joining tonight. And guys, as usual, if you have any Facebook ads or digital marketing related questions, feel free to pop in the comment section. And if you're watching the replay, fret not, you can still pop your comments or your questions in the comment section, because now here's how it works, right? If you guys have been with me for a while, then probably you would already know that if you comment, if you ask questions in my Facebook group or my YouTube channel, I would not respond to you via comment. I will bring them over to answer them in my AMA on every Sunday night like this. Now, the reason behind it's not because I'm a cocky person or like I pretend busy, right? In fact, I'm fine, okay? But the problem is I don't want to get into through and fro conversation with you guys, because a lot of times when it comes to Facebook advertising and digital marketing related questions, it's very difficult to actually kind of like share with you or kind of like give you the proper guidance via, in the typing form, in the written form. So that's the reason why I do my weekly AMA. I've been doing this for 59 weeks right now, more than a year. This is my commitment that I want to come over here and help you as a community. But the better way to do this is where I come on screen, okay, and I talk to you like this to give you whatever information that you need in a more elaborated way. Just imagine I write down whatever I mentioned, whatever I just mentioned just now will be like a whole long paragraph, and you will feel so dizzy, and it will be kind of like I wouldn't say it's a waste of time, but I would need to take time to do this typing. But I'm a person that I'm not into really. I don't really prefer writing, so I would just answer. So if you ask any questions, remember to come back to the following Sunday night to listen to my answers. Okay, so yeah, and for those who actually try to reach out to my Facebook page or the Tribe Up Academy Facebook page, or you want to ask questions to my team, now here's what I want to actually put a very important disclaimer over here. Now, I run a very lean team, as in like as lean as just 3-person team, and all my team members are tasked to do specific things. Okay, like somebody is really into operation, so as an operation person, he is not really an expert in Facebook advertising. He's run some ads here and there. Yes, we help some coaches and clients here and there. But then again, if you have some in-depth questions, he would not be able to answer you. And to be frank, right, for those who sign up to my courses, some of you may feel that, hey, I thought I signed up to the courses. I'm supposed to be able to get answers from you. No, it's not part of the package. You guys know the drill, right? It's not part of the package. In all the courses or the programs that you sign up, I never promise or whatever chat support or email support in any way. No, except if your package is entitled for some whatever coaching one-on-one session, then those are the things. If you have any specific questions, bring back into the Facebook group or the YouTube channel, so that everybody who actually can help, they will jump on the topic and help you. And if they can't or whatever, I will be able to bring it over on a Sunday night like this to give you my answers. Okay, so if you are new to the channel, I just want to make sure that we establish this kind of like like methodology that I've been doing for over a year now. Let's get everybody understand each other over here, so that we don't have any misunderstanding moving forward. Okay, so yeah, stop sending messages or whatever. Moving forward, I already told my team we will not entertain. Everything have to bring back to the Facebook group or the YouTube channel, and I'll be looking at it over here on my own. Okay, guys. Okay, now we don't have a lot of questions. That's why I go a little bit loose up. Unlike last week, I think we have more than 10 questions. It was crazy. It was insane. But whether we have a lot of questions or we don't have a lot of questions, we just hang out, right? So whoever you are actually watching this, who are you? I know ST is here. Who else is here? Can you pop a hi? I can see most of you are watching this on Facebook instead of YouTube. Doesn't matter, so that I know that you're here, right? So we don't have a lot of questions, but I'm just going to quickly start with a very important question. This is a very important question. Oscar is my student. Oscar signed up for my Advanced Ads Analytics Academy, the online program, correct? and you purchased last year, if I'm not mistaken, in December, and my promise is you will get this by January, correct? You'll get this by January. So, well, January it is. We're just getting started with January. We haven't entered February yet. I promise January you'll get this by January. Oscar, hold your horses. I'm working on the content. And because of the new year and stuff, right? You know, we are approaching the Chinese New Year as well. A lot of stuff, and you know, we probably I need to juggle a little bit over here. So guys, give me some time, Oscar. But if you guys want to find out more about the program that Oscar is talking about, in fact, if you run ads on Facebook, you know, the next question that I'll be asking will be, do you analyze your Facebook ads campaign? And do you track your Facebook ads, the performance of your Facebook ads campaign? You see, the thing about Facebook advertising is actually just the start, just the beginning. In fact, what happens after you start advertising is really what that matters, because when you have some metrics coming in, you need to learn how to analyze to see whether you have a performing campaign or a non-performing campaign, correct? So basically, this is how we will have to find out. And analyzing Facebook ads metric could be something quite challenging to certain people. I'm not saying that I'm smarter than you and whatnot. It's just the sensitivity towards numbers. And you probably have to, you know, kind of like do this for long enough to gain the kind of eye in order to reading the metrics. But you don't need to go through like, you know, past 12 years I've been doing this. That's how I gain my ability. But then again, you know, I've put together something that you can learn and really be able to analyze your Facebook ads metric in a more meaningful way. So that's the program, but we are not selling the program yet, okay? Because we haven't launched the program. In fact, we are actually running some pre-launching exercises right now. So if you're interested in Facebook analytics, Facebook ads analytics, as in like you want to learn how to read the numbers, you want to learn how to find optimization opportunities, this is the program that you should sign up right now. We're still running this on a periodical basis. You can come in and see when is the next date we'll be running this. So it's a live workshop via Zoom. We're no longer doing the group kind of thing anymore. So this is a live workshop. And every time we run this, we are only limiting to 100 people. So you want to sign up, you want to make sure that you can attend. Of course, you can invite your friends as well because it's free to sign up at this point of time. So go over to trapwebacademy.com/numbers. If you have not attended this, please go over and sign up for this one. But if you have already attended, you know, give the chance to others to attend as well, because yeah, there are different people who needs help on this angle. So, and we have limited numbers that we can cater to in the room itself, right? So yeah, just give some chance to other people, right? So, okay, now I can see some comments. We have Jimmy here. Hey, what's up, Jimmy and Alan and Dor? Thank you so much for joining me again, okay? So if you guys have any questions, feel free to pop. I can see my stream chat is frozen. So I think Melon app is not that good overall, especially when it comes to facilitating the messages, because I can see messages coming in from YouTube. Okay, I can see messages coming in from YouTube, but I can't see messages coming in from Facebook Messenger, Facebook group. So I think something wrong over there. So, but nonetheless, thank you so much for joining me. So guys, this is the program that you should consider. But if you want to know more, because we are not just having one, at the moment we have two, and we'll be introducing more different programs coming up as a live workshop. So if you can actually go over and to this link, trapwebacademy.com/live, to see what are the available so-called workshops that you can attend for free. Okay, so go over and sign up. So we have two. One of them is this, you know, the Numbers That Matter workshop that talks about Facebook ads analytics. So if you run ads on Facebook, you need to attend. Now, the other one that we are running is with Andrew, my buddy, that we talk about email marketing. So email marketing is a very powerful thing, and you really want to put this as one of your main focus in 2022, because like I mentioned, 2022, when it comes to digital marketing, is something something exciting is going to happen. You like it or not, okay, the world is moving forward, right? You just have to make sure that you are staying ahead. Like a lot of people actually came to my coaching session and say that, Jason, you see my competitors started copy what I do and all this kind of thing. How can I stay ahead of my competitors or competition? My answer, you may not agree, but my very simple answer is, in order to stay ahead, you have to keep staying ahead. Now, in order to keep staying ahead, you need to keep leveling up, as in like you need to equip yourself with different knowledge. You need to, like level up in terms of knowing how to do things better and analyzing things better. So that's kind of the things that we do, isn't it? Okay, so if you agree with me, then this is something that you can consider. Go over to trapupacademy.com/live to look at whatever programs available. You should bookmark this link because from time to time, we'll be adding new programs into this page. And this is how you can, one of the way that you can get updated. If you don't want to see emails from me, then bookmark this link and check back from time to time. That'd be good, right? Okay, so, right. Okay, now, yeah, Jimmy said agreed. Thank you. I mean, yeah, right. We digital marketers, entrepreneurs, we cannot avoid competition. Okay, and the only way to really stay ahead is, in fact, I stopped looking at my competition long time ago because I'd rather spend time doing things that I believe that I can do better, or kind of like change things that are on my end, right? So that's what I do. Okay, now we have a question from Wendell. Wendell, I believe, I'm not sure where you're coming from, but thanks for the question. Wendell is asking, you want to replace the photo and texts of a post that you have already boosted. Okay, so the Facebook ads has already ended. You just want to replace the photo and description so that you can retain the number of comments. Now, I have heard of how to do this. I've not done this for a long time, but let me give you the how to. Okay, the last time I did this was, I think, a couple of years ago. I'm not sure whether it still works at this point of time, but you can try. Wendell. Now, if you want to, like, this is what people do, right? In fact, this is not a very, well, I wouldn't recommend this method, but for some people, it works because for some industry, people like to see posts with a lot of comments. People like to see posts with a lot of comments and, likes and all that. It kind of like gives the kind of social proof. Some people like social proof, but in my opinion, agree to disagree, Wendell and anyone else, right? Well, we are no longer like people last time that we will look at, oh, there are 500 comments, they must be good. Nowadays, people are smarter. They were clicking and see, oh, the last comments was about 14 weeks ago. So they know that this is a kind of like a stack up kind of thing. They know that this is not really genuine. You get what I mean? Because everything is dated. Like some posts was, some comments was about 54 weeks ago. But I mean, what's the point, right? But then again, it works to a certain extent for certain industries. So I'm not saying that this is the right or wrong thing to do. But if you want to do this, okay, here's a few steps. So if you want to use back a well-commented or liked Facebook post, changing the creative and the description and to run it as another ad. Now, the first thing you need to do is you need to go back to the original campaign in your ads manager. Okay, you go back to the original campaign in your ads manager. You delete that particular campaign. Yes, you need to delete that particular campaign in order to free the post for editing again. Okay, so once you deleted the post, the campaign in your ads manager, that particular post will become available for editing again. Like I said, I last tried this 2 years ago. I'm not sure whether this is still legit or valid. So you guys have to go and test. So once you deleted the campaign, the post will be opened up for editing. So you can edit, but the next question is, will you be able to use the same post to run ad? That depends, because the last time I tried this 2 years ago, it was okay. But, certain people told me that it was not okay because for some reason, some posters are not able to be boosted anymore. If you have tried Facebook advertising, you probably know what I mean. There will be a situation that it will say that it's no longer available to boost. So if you don't have that option, after you tried, let's say you deleted the campaign original one, you edited the post, and if you can't boost again, the next thing you can do is you can come back into Ads Manager and set up another campaign, and you use that particular post as your ad creative. You know how it works, right? When it comes to Ads Manager, you have the option to use back existing posts to run ads. Whatever, most of the objectives allows you to do that. So you create that as a new ad using the existing post to see whether you can go through or not. So you try it out. I don't know, because I have not done this for a long time. So don't hold me accountable for this, because like I say, this is not something that I do, because let's put it this way. I don't believe in social proofing. Well, but then again, we can agree to disagree, isn't it? So, yeah, Wendell, I hope I answered your question. Go over and try it. Okay. Now, we have another question from Mohammed. Okay, Muhammad has got several questions. Let's read carefully one by one. So, Muhammad has got several questions, but what Muhammad does is he has an online Islamic education. You want to target Muslim people, and you don't have a website yet. Now, here's the thing. My opinion is if you're running an online education business, I mean, it's a bit funny that you don't have a website. So I believe now, because here's what I think. Like I say, whatever we discuss here, we agree to disagree, isn't it? And this is my platform. I mean, I have my right to say my opinion, isn't it? Now, especially, I mean, okay, now what happened in the past 2 years is what we call accelerated digital evolution. Agree? That means people actually experience a lot more digital transformation, as in, like, my dad, who's a person who is so worried about handling a credit card physically to the waiter, now he can buy things online. That says how much transformation he has experienced. Now, most audiences, most people have gone through that kind of transformation in the past 2 years because of the pandemic. So we have more and more, we have different set of expectation when it comes to dealing with online businesses. So if you are an online education and you come and tell me that, sorry, we don't have a website, then I'll be like, what kind of online education that you're running, right? I mean, this is my opinion. So I think if you, I mean, this doesn't apply to all businesses, but especially for these kind of businesses that you're talking about, you're an online business, I think it's reasonable that you have a website. Agree? That you have a website. So if when you have a website, people can actually browse, and it kind of like one of a very important way for people to build that kind of trust in your business, so that they know that you're not some spooky business that you don't even have a presence, right? Now, on the other hand, when it comes to targeting the right people, you see, from what I can understand from you, Mohammed, you have a lot of questions about people who are interested in Quran. How do you target people, like location-based targeting, interest-based targeting, and what interest you give in your ads and all this kind of thing. But here's the thing. Now, I want to quickly help you by understanding what makes a good Facebook advertising campaign. Now, a good Facebook advertising campaign consists of three main pillars. Okay? Now, first, it has to be able to send the right message to the right people to take the right action. So these are the three main pillars to make a good Facebook advertising. Now, the right message being your creative. Your message has to be able to get the people to understand what you are selling, and they understand what you want them to do, and they get attracted, and they take the action that you want them to take. So that's the first thing. So the ad itself is a very important element. Now, the other side of it is the right people, which is the audience targeting. Now, audience targeting is one, but not everything. It's just one of the three main elements that makes a good Facebook advertising. Now, when it comes to audience targeting in the current situation right now, I think you have to do this in a more, you have to take this in a more holistic approach, because to be very frank, like you talk about location-based targeting, I think it's a good idea. Interest-based targeting is also a good idea. But how do you strike a balance in between? You get what I mean? You see, the idea here is if you go too niche, you may not be able to reach enough people, hence your ads would not run, or you probably have very high cost per thousand impression, and the overall cost is going to come up. Now, on the other hand, if you go too broad, you might get too many non-related people coming into and seeing your ad, but that will also fall things apart. But then again, if you connect it together with the right message, if you're able to target the right people with the right message, then it works really well. But if you target the right people with the wrong message, it's also going to fall apart, isn't it? And the last pillar that we have here is what we call the right action. So you see, if you want people to submit as a lead, but then again you boost the post, that means what? What do we mean by targeting the wrong action? So you have to understand that these are the three main pillars that makes a good Facebook advertising. That's why your question is very much skewed towards the audience targeting. So I cannot answer this question because I have not seen your creative. I have not seen your overall strategy in terms of the objective that you're selecting. And like I mentioned just now, you're also falling apart because you don't have a place that shows your credibility. So I wouldn't be able to give a very holistic answer to this thing, to be frank, Muhammad. This is a very broad question, and you're asking me to kind of like read your mind by reading this article itself, right? I can't. I don't know your current situation. But then again, I hope that gives you an idea about what makes a good Facebook ads campaign, Mohammed. So in order to go through and understand these three main pillars is a very important foundation that you have to build in order to help you understand Facebook advertising in a better way. So I would strongly recommend that you go to my website and sign up to some of my Facebook ads courses available. Or if not, you can actually join me in my live training, which you go in. I will teach you specific things right now. But then again, go through some free trainings, then you probably can understand better. I mean, these are all free anyway, so go ahead. Okay, so that's what I think, Mohammed. I hope I answered your question. But like I said, it's a very broad question that doesn't really, I don't have enough information. And even if give you enough information, I would not dissect the whole thing over here because that's what we do. I'm answering questions, but not dissecting specific cases, right? So Mohammed, I hope so that's the questions we have. Now let me see if there's any comments over here. I don't see any comments with questions. So I'm just gonna proceed to my last part of today's program. So remember, I've just launched the Facebook Ads Masterclass, not by me, but by my good friend. Now, Ian actually runs a digital agency called The Roots Digital. So it is an award-winning digital marketing agency since 2016. He actually founded this company in 2016. But Ian has been running this for a long time. I've spoke to many digital marketers. To be frank, Ian knows his stuff about Google advertising and Google Analytics. And that's what we're going to have him to share with us his expertise. Now, the first program that we are launching is what we call the Google Ads Masterclass. Now, what's going to happen in this Google Ads Masterclass is Ian is going to train live on the 20th and 21st January at 2 to 4 p.m. Malaysia time. So if you sign up now, the benefit is you get to watch him live and you get to ask questions. Every day, we actually buffer another half an hour for questions at least. So this together can become like a 4 and 5 hours kind of thing. But then again, if you're watching this later, after 20 to 21st January, you can still go over to the link and buy. So here's the link, Google Ads Masterclass. If you are my members, you should have already seen the link. tripupacademy.com/Google-Ads-Masterclass is there. So if you miss the date, you can still go in and sign up for the so-called what do we call the replay. Okay, now the package of this one, if you're watching this live now, then you can get this package. But if you miss the date, the package will not be available. Don't come and ask me, Jason, how I don't see the same package anymore. Things change from time to time, right? So okay, now the first thing you're gonna get is the 7 masterclass modules. Basically, it covers everything, including shopping ads, because this is one of the challenge a lot of Facebook advertisers, especially if you're in e-commerce business. Google advertising may not be as straightforward as you believe it is. So I got Ian to really cover this very important part, which is about the shopping ads. Okay, now the first bonus that you're getting if you sign up for this thing right now is you're gonna get 1 session of one-on-one Google Ads Audit by Ian. So what's gonna happen is, after you have gone through the program, you can set up your own campaign and all that. Now, if you need help, you can actually, use this 1 session, which is, Ian is charging $197 for 1 session with him. That what Ian's gonna do is gonna dive into your campaign and let you know what have you done right or wrong. Okay, very similar to my Facebook Ads Audit if you need that. So that's the first bonus. If you want to buy this separately, you can approach Ian. He can sell it at $197 anyway. But if you sign up for this one, you get it for free. Now, the second thing that you are getting for free is, for some of you who have already signed up through different programs, you have this already, which is my latest Facebook Ads program called the Winning Facebook Ads Academy. I just completed this in November last year. Now, what happened is, because in the past 2 years, I have worked with so many different advertisers from all around the world, and I learned a great deal in all this Facebook advertising especially. So this is where I put together my latest learning into my latest Facebook Ads program. Now, you can't buy this separately at this point of time, but then again, if you sign up for this program, you get this for free. So first, you get this, the masterclass, which is $197. You will get this, and you will get a recording for life. The beauty of what we are selling this is you don't need to upgrade for the recording and all that. The moment you sign up, you get a recording for life. And on top of that, you get the Winning Facebook Ads Academy, and you get one-on-one Google Ads Audit by Ian. So And everything is going at 197. However, I just want to actually give a quick highlight chart over here. If you are my active FAA members, now FAA is retired already, in a way. We are not taking new members at this point of time, but this is a very exclusive membership that we used to sell back then. We might reopen this after some iteration, but of course, the price will not be the same. But anyway, if you are my active FAA members, which we call it the Facebook Ads Accelerator, you get 50% discount off the 197. Okay, but if you are a TWFAA, now this is what? TWFAA is the Winning Facebook Ads Academy. That you sign up through different program that you got this, the Winning Facebook Ads Academy. Now, if you are a current student of the Winning Facebook Ads Academy, you also get 50% discount. Okay, so if you have already the Winning Facebook Ads Academy, this one, the little gold red color one, you also get 50% discount. So all you need to do is to click this and you will be able to start talking to Jeremiah, who is my team member in operation. He will tell you whether you're entitled for this or not. So go over and talk to him and sign up for this. To be frank, you got to do this right now because we only have 100 seats available. As usual, I'm using my Google account, my Zoom account to do that, right? So we have only 100 seats available. So when it's full, then we will not be doing another session. And the only thing that you can do after the 100, once we have closed this, is to go for the recording, which you will miss the Q&A, okay, from Ian. Okay, so it's coming up quite fast. I think we have sold quite a number of seats at the moment. So you better go and sign up right now. So Google Ads Masterclass, tribeacademy.com/Google-Ads-Masterclass. Go over and I'll see you on the 20th and 21st. Okay, so yep, I think that's pretty much all that we have. Did I miss any comments? Okay, we have a question from Dor. Like I said, it's not coming up on my side, so I'm just going to answer them here. So Dor is asking, is instant experience applicable for Shopee only? What about for e-commerce? Very good question, Dor. Now, I won't be able to pin it up because I can't. It's not available here for some reason. Or except Facebook group. Or can I go for Facebook group? No, Facebook group is not able to come in. Why? Anyway, Dor, to answer your question, now if you want to use instant experience, definitely you can use it for any business. You want to use it for e-commerce, you can. You want to use it for lead gen, you want to create an instant experience in between, you can. But what I want you to understand is, instant experience, to certain people, they like it because you can make it like beautiful. But in my opinion, it also represents friction. You just imagine, when you want to get people to your e-commerce website, all you want, in fact, is to get people to your e-commerce website. But if you add an instant experience in between, it becomes another layer where people will click the ad and the instant experience will pop up. That gives them another chance for a second thought. They might leave. I would say, based on my experience, if you have an instant experience in between, it will reduce your landing page view quite significantly. Because if you want people to go over to your website, go over. But why do we use this for Shopee? Now, let me help you understand this again. The reason why we use this for Shopee is when you don't have CPaaS access and you want to drive people to your Shopee store, if you don't use something in between, you lose the ability to track the intent. That's why we introduce a layer of instant experience in between. However, if you already have a website that you can already install your Facebook pixel and your conversion API in it to track effectively all the actions on the website, you don't need this. Unless, like I said, it's your consideration altogether. Unless you have very specific reason that you need to do this because you want to show some, bombastic, crazy, awesome visuals or videos and all that, by all means. But if you want to go for the effectiveness, I wouldn't recommend that. Okay, Dor, answer your question? Okay, cool. All right, thanks for a very good question, I must say. Thank you for all the good questions, Dor. Now, yep, like I said, this is what we do on a Sunday night, every Sunday night. Without fail, I've been doing this for 59 episodes now, 59 weeks now. Next week, we hit 60. That means something, right? So, yep, I'll see you again next week. If you post any questions on my Facebook group or my YouTube channel, remember, this is where I answer a question on every Sunday night in my Ask Me Anything session. All right, guys, thank you so much for joining me. I will see you next week. Thank you. Good night. Bye bye.